here's a question for us as parents. How do we do a very important thing, and that is to train our children how to pray? Hi, I'm Bobby Scott, the headmaster of Perimeter School, a partner of the exuberant Camp All-American. The idea of training our children how to pray almost sounds a little bit stiff. Training a child to pray, shouldn't that come from their heart? Well, certainly it should, but you remember that even Jesus gave us an example of how to pray. He told his disciples a sample prayer, which we call the Lord's Prayer, to pray. And in the elements of that, we do learn things, I think, of how to train our children to pray. First, I think, is the attitude in which we approach prayer. That's something that kids catch, I think, more than they learn. The way that we as parents approach prayer, is it something that we do all the time, or just at times when we're going through something that's very, very hard? Is it something that's natural? What kind of words do we use? Are they stilted or are they personal? Do we respond to God in a relationship that He is our all-knowing Father and we're His children? Even though we're adults and our kids think we know everything, they see in our prayer life whether we really believe that or not. So attitude is important. Secondly, gratitude is important. Again, looking at the Lord's Prayer as an example, the whole first half of the prayer, after Jesus acknowledges that God is God, is spent in gratitude to Him for things that He has done for His people, and even as Jesus was praying, for Jesus Himself. So much of our prayer, we all know this, is gimme, 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 rather than pausing, and we can teach our children to think of things that they should be grateful about. Let them come up with them and list them down or pray them themselves. That builds an attitude of heart that's so important in our children, but also important in us. So those are some tips that we might use as parents to build an atmosphere of prayer in our home. Quite frankly, the prayers of young children are some of the most sincere prayers we know. So maybe it's we as parents are the ones that get inspired by the prayers of our children. But either way, I hope that we'll be intentional about building an environment that encourages prayer.